But this shit got my fucking stomach in. Never eat a fucking again. Better pray for all my sin. I don't feel no pain again. Fucking quit, got my fucking stomach in. I don't need a fucking again. Suffer now for all my sin. Never feel no pain again. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing.
Waking up like I ain't broke. All I need's a fucking smoke. While I fucking walk, drink another fucking coke. Food just make me wanna choke. Got my stomach all like smoke. No, that's not a fucking joke. Clear my plate, I'd rather croak. Extra shit like a bad plot. Mentally all I do is rot. Feels like I've been fucking shot. Fuck this level when they set my lot. Why so fat? Why so fat? You so ugly, got no tats. Why so fat? Why so fat?
Now you feel just like a net.
If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing.
Feel so nauseous, I can't eat. All I want's to fucking sleep. Put it out, that's not a leap. I won't, so I'd rather weep. Fuck this shit, I don't know why. Makes me wanna fucking die. All I do is fucking cry. You won't see me eye to eye. I ain't hungry, eat no steak. Want no bake for your cake. Fuck them bitches, they all fake.
They just judge them on a snake.
Bile in my throat when I see a fucking note. I don't want to fucking choke. All I need's an antidote. When I die, so she wrote. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing.
Lady Hopium on the fucking track, yo.
Fuck yeah. Straight up beats.
Bitch, I came to eviscerate, faded out the gate. I'm great, bitch, you know this shit is fake. Came here to take this motherfucking game, bend it over my knee, make the CEOs bleed and the people fucking plead till all they wanna see is me. I'ma make the advertisers hair spin, looking for the medicine. I'ma be the blessing down this dark road that we headed in. Haters only win if we let them win.
Yeah.
We a product of this turf that we set up in, but that don't excuse your hate, you just menacing. Turfs will kill us all if we let them in. Now fucking date and just say you a feminist. Lock me in a cage, take away my fucking medicine. Treat me like a man or an elephant. Y'all gon' say my words are irrelevant. I'm just definite. Super bad bitch that was born with a dick. Really fucking gay and a little bit celibate. Don't like dudes, but this girl make me celebrate. Kiss her all night, fam, she's so delicate. Skin so soft, them lips make me salivate. Don't look away, bitch, your eyes we will captivate. All your homophobic lies I will deactivate. Say that it's a sin, on your book I will defecate. Maybe on that rule about love you should meditate. Maybe ask yourself, why the fuck do you hesitate to love thy neighbor, bitch? Hey yo, fuck the rich. Bitch, well, what's the sitch? Say gay, say gay, say gay, say gay, say gay, say gay. Why the fuck do you hesitate to turn the other cheek while you hating on the meek? Holier than thou while you praying on the weak. Play at persecution, it's supremacy you seek. Disown your own kids from the guise of critique. Sold your own morals up the motherfucking creek. Never stop to feel all the havoc that you wreak. Saying God is love while you calling all his children a freak. Bitch, who the fuck are you to speak? Tell me I'm too woke, motherfuckers wanna shake me. Say that shit you want, ain't nobody gon' break me. Do this in my sleep, ain't nobody gon' wake me. Never bow down, ain't nobody gon' make me. I'ma make corrupt politicians fucking hate me. Beat a red pill, make the people fucking take me. I'ma stand tall till the system fucking rapes me. Want me on my knees, gotta make me. Throw me to the ground, fucking tase me. Lock me in a room till I go crazy. Tell the damn devil he's gon' have to fucking face me. Tell him I see through him, making all them people hazy. Motherfuckers. Look how the fuck is lied, told a love from a mother or a father who just sees us as a demon. Bitch, don't even hear us screaming. Now my fucking mind is teeming. All the guilt and shame, all the hatred I became. Fuck this damn closet, I'ma never play a game. Light the fucking match and ignite the damn flame. Now my fucking pride I reclaim. Bet you fucking wish that I never even came out.
Poggers.
Say gay, say gay, say gay. Why the fuck do you hesitate? Gay. Fuck gay. What the gay? What do you hesitate? Gay. Fuck gay. What the fuck do you hesitate? Fuck do you hesitate? What the fuck do you say? Gay, say gay, say gay, say gay, say gay, say gay, say gay. Why the fuck do you hesitate? Say gay, say gay, say gay, say gay, say gay, say gay, say gay. Why the fuck do you hesitate? How's my fucking Hopium fam tonight, yo? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, hells yeah. How's everyone doing tonight, yo? Welcome to the Hopium show. Hells yeah. What up everybody in the chat, yo? How's everyone doing tonight? Whew, hope y'all are having a dope fucking evening. Hells yeah. Or afternoon, I don't know, depends where you are. Alright. Here, I guess it's afternoon here, it just feels like evening. 'Cause it's dark, yo. It's dark, who's ready? Who's ready to stream in the dark? Hells yeah, at night. 'Cause it's nighttime. Hells yeah. Alright, we got a dope fucking show tonight. We got some shit to talk about. We actually got quite a bit of shit to talk about. And hells yeah, we're also gonna be chilling. It's gonna be a pretty chill evening tonight, alright? A chill fucking evening. So chill that I'm taking like forever to turn on my damn camera. Probably shouldn't have waited until I was live to like get dressed. But yeah. Wait, why is that? What is that even? What is this fucking thing that is on the screen? The fuck is that? I don't even know.
No, it's not that. The fuck? Whatever. Fine. We'll stay in full screen. That's what it wants from us tonight, apparently. Yo, what up, Jenny Bailey? Yo, what up indeed? Hells yeah. Hope you're having a good evening. J. Troido, hello. Sup, Emma? How you holding up? What up, Sam Sherwood Drums? I am, holding up alright. I need to move. There we go. I'm holding up alright. Bit of a stressful time, for a number of reasons, but, I'm chugging along, and, hells yeah. I'm chugging along, and I know where I'm going, and, hells yeah, it's gonna be dope, alright? Dope things, in the future, alright? Damn. But we're also super broke, so, anyone who wants to donate to help me out this holiday season, feel free. We got a donation goal right there. Right there, actually. There. Yeah. And, if it gets filled during tonight's show, something good will happen. Alright? Something good will happen. Okay? It'll be good. I can't tell you what it is, but it'll be good. It'll be dope even, alright? So, don't forget that their donation goal. Y'all can donate to Streamlabs using PayPal or whatever. Helps the show out a ton. Like a ton. Helps me out a ton. And why does my eyebrow look invisible? Almost. It's the light. That's why. It's fine. Hells yeah. Surprise donation goal. Damn right. It's a surprise. We're not revealing the surprise until it's reached. Alright? But good shit will happen, I promise. Also, I'll be greatly appreciative. And, yeah. Helps out the show a ton. But, yeah, there's all kinds of ways y'all can follow us, support us, all the fucking you ever get scared to check your bank balance? Yes, I do. Quite frequently, in fact, okay? Which is why all donos help out significantly. All right? Anyway, this isn't the shilling show. We're not going to shill for 20 minutes, okay? I mean, we could, you know. I could just make this a stream where I just read donos, alright? It'll be the most boring show ever, but at least it'll make me cash, money, which is all that fucking matters in this goddamn system, alright? Here, I came to play, motherfucker, alright? Y'all want me to be a fucking capitalist? I'll be a fucking capitalist. Money, alright? I hate it, but I need it. So, donate cash. Hells yeah. What up, Hyun? How's it going, yo? Yeah. My very good NB pal over there, Hyun, in the chat. Hells yeah. And yeah, this gonna be a dope a dope holiday season. All right? I'm gonna be making some. You know what? I've decided, because every year I do something for Christmas, whether it's a video or a stream. I think last year I just did a stream. But this year, okay, I'm going to make some I'm going to make some in-person content with Ami and possibly Hyun, yo. Cuz we going to be having a dope trip this holiday to go see Ami. I'm leaving on the 16th, so that is 10 days from now. 10 days from now, I will be with my partner in crime, the love of my life, Ami, and we're gonna have a dope fucking holiday, and I can't wait. I've unfortunately spent a lot of money already on the trip, and it hasn't even happened yet. I I'm gonna have like no spending money on the trip. But I've prepared sufficiently, I believe. I hope. All right. I have hope. This is Lady Hopium after all. All right. But it's gonna be Poggies. Hells yeah. You gotta get the house cleaned up. Yeah, Hyun, you gotta get the fucking house cleaned up. You gotta get it. In acceptable condition, to host her immaculate elegance, Lady Zavaria. All right. Just kidding, of course. I honestly, well, me and Ami are kind of in agreement. We're just really appreciative of a place to sleep, a place to sleep that's actually surrounded by people that we dig. So yeah, it's gonna be Poggies, yo. And yeah, I don't know if we're gonna make some content while we're with while we're at Hyun's place. We might. Maybe we'll do a stream, yo. Maybe we'll do a stream with all of us in the same room. Or at least me, Hyun, and Ami, and whoever else wants to join. And it can be a... Ooh, maybe we can do a drunk stream. Maybe we can do a drunk... I don't know. I have to ask Hyun, because I don't want to be getting too drunk at their place, necessarily. Oh god, lol. Yeah, look, the upside is that I can't get that crazy because I'll have like 5 chaperones around me that will all be drunk too, because that's the kind of drunk I am, is the kind of drunk that tries to get everyone else around me just as drunk. Not in like a coercive way, but I'm like, yo, y'all fucking drink, yo. Why don't you want to drink? It's fucking fun, yo. Come join me on the other side of sobriety. It's fucking God, you know, I don't know. We'll do something special. We will discuss it. All right. Yeah, no no craziness, okay? Yeah, but yeah, a lot of dope shit to look forward to. And then when I get back, I'll get back early January, like the 2nd or 3rd. Then we'll get back to like, you know, regular streaming, all right? The new year, this is legit, all right? This is going to be a new year for streaming, all right? Season 2023 is... No, wait, it's season 3? Whatever. Doesn't matter, all right? Yeah, it's season 3 of the Hopium channel, all right? It's going to be Pog, all right? It's going to be the best shit ever. How's my year been overall? My year, that's a good question. My year overall has been pretty fucking mixed. It's been rough in a lot of ways. Like, in a lot of ways. It's been, like, really rough. You know, like, I only started going on estrogen and T blockers a year ago. And I started a year ago. And so most of the early 2022 was me really just getting acclimated and dealing with a lot of changes that I'm still going through a lot of changes. And that hasn't stopped yet. And you know, there's been a lot of stress dealing with my health, dealing with cuz you know, there's other health things that I've needed addressed, waiting a lot, getting addiction therapy, and then being told that addiction therapy isn't what I need, it's trauma therapy, and waiting for that, and you know, trying to get off addictions on my own, you know, and then reaching kind of a medium where it's like, it's not really where I want to be, but it's like I'm at a far more functional place, and until I get medicated better, it's, you know, it's where I gotta be. So there's still a lot of stress going into the end of this year, and it's been a very, very stressful year. All right. But I've also done a lot of growth. I've learned a lot about myself. I've I've done kind of my own, you know, I've gone through my own self-therapizing because, getting actual therapy is hard, and I'm trying to find, ways to improve and be better and get better, and I've learned a lot about myself. Stuff that I've talked about over the year that like I experience what most people would describe as like dissociative identity disorder, or I'm like plural. There's like multiple people in my head, and multiple versions of myself, and we used to kind of be at odds, and that was a big part of why I had a lot of issues, and there's still issues there, but like getting all the parts of myself on the same page, kind of, and like that's been a lot of work. Just discovering the different parts of myself, figuring out what I need, what different parts of me need in order to heal. It's been very, very hard, and again, I've been doing it all without a therapist, just learning what I can online, which unfortunately a lot of people are forced to do. Like it's really, yeah, it kind of sucks that like mental health care is so underfunded and under-equipped for people's needs, and yeah, dealing with mental illness is not fun in the slightest. All right, but I'm trucking along. I'm moving on. There's been amazing parts of my year, just getting to know my best friend in the world, and partner Ami, becoming closer with her, and learning a lot of stuff and growing together. It's been a stressful year, but there's also been a lot of upsides, and a lot of hope. There is a lot of hope. I know I've spent a lot of time just kind of chilling, not really streaming too often, and not really putting much energy into my streams when I do. And honestly, I kind of needed that for a while. Like I part of me needed a break altogether, but like it's hard for me to take a break altogether because then I start feeling like I'm not doing anything productive, and I also get the urge to talk about certain things, and streaming helps with that. So I've started just like streaming less frequent. I plan to I plan to stream a hell of a lot more frequently and have like planned segments, and there's even some video projects that I would like to put out. There's some specific video projects that y'all should look out for in the future. There's some things that I've talked about in the past. There's some particular drama that I've talked about in the past that I realize now it was not to anyone's advantage except those who are those it's not really to anyone's benefit that like I didn't go out of my way to like look. I'll say this, there's a lot of content on my channel that like I'll look at and I'll be like, damn, this is good, but then I realize like it's not really accessible to people, and there's certain things that I've talked about, important things that I've talked about, that I've just kind of I just did long ass streams about them, and anytime someone asked me something, I just be like, oh yeah, go watch that stream. And I realize now I need to make actual watchable videos that summarize certain things, and so there will be a few projects like that coming out early 2023, and yeah, I'm excited to get the podcast going. Me and Ami's podcast. We're gonna start putting out or filming very soon season 0 of the Bad Ideas podcast. All right. season 0. It's gonna be our test season. We're gonna like we're gonna have some of our friends join it's gonna be like a game show format podcast that like we're actually really excited to do with y'all. And there's gonna be a lot of audience engagement in that as well. We're gonna try to include the audience in the game and in the show, because I've really wanted for a long time to come up with some kind of content that like brings audience engagement to the next level. I don't know if the ideas we have for this podcast so far are like quite there yet, but like it's kind of approaching what I've always wanted to do, which is like just have something for like the audience to do, so you guys can feel like you're involved, so you guys can feel like you're like part of the shit that's going on, and like you have a say in who wins and loses even. And because like there's a lot of ways that chat can get involved in the show, like that y'all will be able to like, because there's a lot of it's the Bad Ideas podcast, right? So we'll even have certain segments that are like audience ideas and shit. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We are super excited. We've been working out the kinks, and something tells me season 0 will continue to work out the kinks, but like in a watchable format. And y'all will be able to see that as we kind of figure it out together. And then we will start, once we feel like that's at a good place, we will start season 1 of the Bad Ideas podcast, where we'll have guests on from other channels, and we'll hopefully like I've already got a few people in mind that would probably love to come on the show. Some content creators, small and not so small. But yeah, it'll be a lot of fucking fun. I can't wait. That's another thing. When it comes to like streaming innovations, I've wanted to come up with an idea for a show that actually that we can bring guests on that doesn't feel unoriginal or uninspired. And like, not to diss on other shows that do this, because there's a lot of good shows that do this, but that's kind of the point. I feel like the default for having guests on is either bringing someone on for a debate or bringing someone on to react to content. And I don't think either of those are bad. And then there's the one in the middle, which is just kind of bringing someone on for a discussion, which is also good. And I've done that before, and I can plan to do that again. But having like a just something more original and fun to do than like, hey, let's just come on and like chat about nothing, or let's come on and like watch some videos. I'm really excited. I'm really excited for what we've come up with so far, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Hells yeah, Jenny Bailey. I'm glad you're excited too. Hells yeah. You like a bit of open-endedness? There will be. That's the thing. It's gonna be a structured podcast that, due to its very nature, will be extremely open-ended. And yeah, you're invited, obviously, Hyun, to our test season. We're probably gonna get Hyun and a few other people to help us test out this idea, and we'll put those out. We might do them live, or we might put out videos, but expect something very soon. I really do. I want there to be multiple episodes, or I want there to be multiple episodes of the Bad Ideas podcast out by February. But I expect at least, I hope to at least come up with something by February. If we do our first season 0 episode and it goes really smoothly, like, we might just do another one the next week, you know? Ideally this would be a weekly podcast. But yeah, by the way, yeah, I got my, I've started doing nail polish again, and I forgot how much I love it. Like, I actually love it. And I get annoyed because I don't have a lot of patience and, like, the upkeep and shit. But, like, I'm starting to be like, nah, why do I keep forgetting how much I fucking love it? And I finally found some, like, colors that I really love, so, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, fam, alright. I do actually have some shit that I want to talk about this stream. But yeah, feel free to keep chilling in the chat. I'll mostly pay attention to the chat. But yeah, yeah, life is hard as nails. Hang on, I want to oh. Damn, yo, yeah, my fucking my HRT anniversary is coming up. I believe it was the 14th of December, yo. Should I do another special stream for if I do, that'll probably be the last stream I do from home before I leave. Yeah. Damn, yeah, I should do that. That'll be dope. We'll do a special stream next week. Alright, next Wednesday. We'll do a special fucking stream. I may even drink a little, depending on what I got lying around still. Not... Yeah, literally can't afford to buy any more alcohol. But, yo, maybe if y'all donate, I'll probably still not buy alcohol because I got much more important things to do. Alright, fam. You can't afford your monochrome SVGA CRT until next month? Damn. Oh, fuck yeah. J. Troido kindly tipped $3 and is fucking awesome. Hells yeah, J. Troido. I really fucking appreciate that. Thank you so much. That really does. Every little bit helps. Damn right it does. Cheers. Cheers to you. Cheers to you, fam. You know, I have, like, the smallest amount of rum left. I'll take a micro swig for that dono. Yeah. But yeah, oh, that's the other thing I wanted to talk about. So, my last stream got taken down. And I'm not sure. In fact, I have no idea why. Well, I might have some ideas as to why. I don't think I said anything. I don't think I crossed any lines last stream. I really don't. I mean, I generally try not to. Like, but I'm hardly the most controversial person on YouTube. But yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. Was it the Yeezus? It might have been. Was it me rapping as Kanye? I might have said a couple things that were slightly, like, I was doing a parody of a Nazi rapper using my own kind of rap skills. Like, what did I do wrong? I don't fucking, it's art, alright? My streams are fucking art. But yeah, I don't know, and I kind of don't want to put it back up. Oh, damn, thank you very much, Hyun with the, incredibly kind $10. Hells yeah. Sea salt ice cream, yo. Hells yeah. See, we have enough money for sea salt ice cream with friends. Thank you so much. Much appreciated, Hyun. Henk. Hells yeah. Yo, is there a way to donate without using PayPal? Fuck PayPal. Damn, I should get a way to donate without PayPal. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can donate to Streamlabs without PayPal. I think you can also use a credit card. Someone in the chat can correct me if I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure. Here, I'll go to my own tip page and find out. Because I get it. People don't like PayPal. I don't love PayPal either. Yeah, you can donate with a credit card. No, you can choose credit card or PayPal. When you're about to donate. Oh. Wait. Look. See? We got dono page. Tip $1 to myself. PayPal or credit card. And yeah. Damn, the starting soon screen. It's meta, yo. It's meta. You said things as Kanye that technically could be taken as violation of TOS, even though most of your viewers understood it was parody. Yeah, I can only imagine that some chud reported me, and like, cause I don't think I understand. I don't think I sent. I don't think I said anything that would be that offensive even. I really don't. I really fucking don't. Damn. Some stupid little fucking fly was hopping around on my desk. I swatted it. And then I swatted it with my wallet and all my money fell out. all my Canuck coins, yo. My Canuck coins. Wait. Who wants to see a genuine Canuck loony? Yes, I'm a genuine Canuck loony, but also a Canuck loony. Now you're looking at two Canuck loonies. It's not octagonal. It actually kind of is. You gotta look closely. See? See? Just barely. But yeah, the rest of our coins are all like perfectly round. Yeah. Canadian money. What up? Pretty stuff. Welcome. Hells yeah. Oh wait, that's because I was trying to add an alert thing. Ain't that what? Damn. Yeah, I don't get how Streamlabs works. I had a 2020 proof set when I went up there. It got stolen. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that, Hyun. You couldn't remember what? Octagon coins. Hells yeah. Oh, it's Miss Parker. Yo, what up, Miss Parker? Hells yeah. Oh, petty stuff. I thought it said Yo, Miss Parker, welcome. Welcome. Hells yeah. Speaking of people, we should have Miss Parker on when we do the, thank you very much, Sam Sherwood Sam Sherwood with the incredibly kind $10. helping out my girl, yo. Just helping out my girl, yo. Thank you very, very much. Very, very much. Hells yeah. You didn't know me on this channel because you didn't sub to me. I'm sub to you. I'm sub to your... I also don't notice when people change the names of their channels because I'm not paying attention to that all the time. But yeah, like I was saying, we're working on a podcast that's going to be really dope. It's called the Bad Ideas Podcast, and it's going to be like a game show type thing. And Miss Parker, we'd love to have you on as well. Once we get that up and running in the new year. Hells yeah. That it is gonna be a lot of fucking fun, alright? Me and Ami have a lot of fun just like coming up with ideas for it. It's hells yeah. Hells yeah. But yeah, hells yeah. And thank y'all for the donos. Seriously, that has helped out a ton, yo. That this shit helps out a ton, alright? Like I said, it's pretty tight this holiday season, especially since I'm visiting my my partner for the first time finally. And but yeah, we've been saving up for that for a while. It's gonna be pretty tight though still, and anything y'all donate helps out a ton, all right. Much love. But yeah, God, I'm getting confused. I can focus on one topic for more than a minute, I promise. Bad idea. That's the other thing. We have to come up with an official name for the podcast. Because the name we want to use is kind of taken, but it's fine. Season 0, it won't matter. We'll call it whatever we want for season 0. Season 1 will be the you have shiny ball syndrome too. True. I know, right? It's like I'm talking about something, then I notice something else. I'm like, ooh, look, my nails, they're so sparkly and pretty. God. But anyway, yeah, I was talking about my last stream getting taken down. Again, don't know why that happened. Don't know why in the slightest. But it is what it is. I'm gonna go through it and like clip it because I wanted to actually clip the Kanye segment because I think it was actually kind of funny. Me doing a Kanye impression and look, maybe some people disagree. Maybe YouTube disagreed. I don't know. I think it was a funny impression, and I think fuck Kanye. Because he's a goddamn Nazi. It was literally just me making fun of a Nazi for 40 minutes. How is that offensive? How is that worth fucking striking down? Like, what the actual shit? Whatever. Ooh, other new shit. This week, yesterday, I just got my fucking, increase in estrogen again, which is amazeballs, and, I don't know if, like, it's already having an effect. Literally just yesterday I increased it. But, like, today I, like, legit almost didn't have to shave. And if I can get to a place where I only have to shave every, like, couple days, like, that's gonna make me so fucking happy. Because I fucking despise shaving. Y'all know I unfortunately had to... I have to, wait on the laser hair treatments until after the new year because of all the other stuff that got in the way. But damn, just the fact that like I'm feeling better about my I'm feeling better about my my face, like a lot better. And I the dysphoria is less fucking... I mean, some days it's still fucking horrible, but like I'm starting to see that light at the other end of the tunnel, yo. I am. And, you know, fuck yeah, I know I can get through it. Damn, you don't have to shave. You want hormones too? Damn, Miss Parker, y'all heard it here first. Miss Parker is now an SJW and a TERF. Damn. Damn. I'm friends with an SJW TERF, yo. That's I don't know how trans Twitter will feel about this. Surf and turf. Yeah, yo. Honestly, they should give they just give fucking hormones to anyone that wants them. Jesus, like, anyone who wants hormones should fucking get them. All right. Your body, your choice. My body, my choice. You're honestly very attractive. Honestly, you look great. Just thank you. Actually, I'll be honest, I'm still using the filter that I normally use, but today I looked at the camera without the filter and I was like, damn, I actually almost don't need the filter anymore, except that it, there we go. Hells yeah. My point is, y'all, alright, it's been a rough year, but things are looking up. Alright? I believe 2022 was a dud, but 2023, I don't know, something tells me 2023 is gonna be the year of Hopium. Alright? I'm hopeful for myself, and I want to spread that hope to everybody else, alright? Spread that hope. Because we need more hope and love. And we need to be fucking, kind to ourselves. That's also important. That kind of ties into what what up, Mickey Richards? Hells yeah. That kind of ties into what I want to talk about today. Because I have been, I've started to realize that as much as I've preached kindness to oneself, to love thyself, love yourself as you, love each other as you love yourself, and that both of those things are important. And I hold to that. All right. I'm not a Christian, but yeah, I somehow know how to hold to good Christian messages more than some Christians, and that's kind of sad. But the old saying is not just love each other, it's love each other as you love yourself. We gotta love ourselves, fam. But what does that mean? All right, what does it mean to love yourself? Because I'll be honest, I keep saying it, and I say I love myself, and sometimes I love myself, but then I realize sometimes I don't love myself. Sometimes I'm uncharitable to myself. All right, and I notice patterns in the ways in which I'm uncharitable to myself and the ways in which I'm uncharitable to others. And I don't know about y'all, but for me, there is a pretty close connection to those two things. Whatever you judge yourself most harshly for, you're likely to judge other people for. And it even makes it easier for you to project that onto other people. And so in order to actually be more charitable to other people and actually learn to treat other people better, you need to learn to treat yourself better. You need to learn to fucking love yourself, all right? But here's the thing, okay? And I recognize this as a thing. It's hard to love yourself when you've made a lot of mistakes, when there's things you wish you could change about yourself, even just based on things you can't help about yourself. It's easy to judge yourself more harshly. And I know personally, I have this fucking I have this voice in my head. That's always for example, if I tell someone, that I need something, all right? If I say, "Hey, I need this thing from you." Even if I need this thing, there's this voice in my head that's like, "You don't really need that thing. You're just X, Y, or Z." You know, and by the way, this is a thing that I noticed with a lot of people, keeps people from engaging in proper self-love and self-care. Having those things in yourself, those difficult those things in yourself that you wish you could change, you don't like. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to change things about yourself. In fact, there's a lot to improve over. And the problem is when we make mistakes. The problem is sorry, I'm trying to keep, I had a specific I had a specific train of thought. I'm trying to keep the train on track, yo. Look, I'll go back to what this stream is titled. Do our mistakes define us? And the bigger question that I kind of meant to pose last stream, what is a person? What is an individual person? All right? Is a person their experiences, their memories, the environments they grew up around? Or is a person the effects that they have on other people? Is a person boiled down to simply what they do to other people? How they make other people feel? In some aspects, our society, actually in a lot of aspects, our society views people as the latter. And while that can be an important thing to, like, pay attention to, like, what effects do people have on others, it also makes it really easy to ignore the other part of it. A person is both of these things. A person is the way that they affect others and the impact that they have on others and the things that they do that affect others. But a person also is their own set of experiences, wants, needs, hopes, dreams, desires, traumas. See, I don't believe it's an or situation either, Blaine. Blaine is here. But I feel like a lot of society treats it that way. In fact, a lot of us treat people that way. I treat people that way. I look at another person who's hurt me, and I say, fuck that person has hurt me, fuck them, they're worthless. And then I have to start remembering. Because here's the thing. I know who I am as a person. I know what my experiences are. I know what I've gone through and what I still go through. I know the struggles that I have. And all of that weighs on me. But then I also know that I've hurt other people. I know that I've made a lot of mistakes in the past. I know that I've been selfish. I've been neglectful, entitled, ignorant. In fact, for all I know, I, in the past, without even trying to, have been the source of someone else's trauma. And with that in mind, when I think of everything that I experience, the difficulties that I experience, the shit I go through, and then the ways others affect me, I have to remember those other people, no matter how they've affected me, they're people too. They're people with experiences and pains and traumas, and they do really irrational and insensitive stuff that can hurt me. But then I've done irrational and insensitive stuff that has hurt others. So can I really judge them that harshly? Should I judge them that harshly? Should I judge myself that harshly? Because you see, I look at these people that have hurt me, and I have almost a blind spot. Where it's like, no, just fuck them. Fuck them. And then I think of how many people might hate me and might say, fuck me. You think it depends on what it was? It does. It depends on what people do. Absolutely. But that's the thing. It's not just about what people do, but trying to empathize and understand the intent behind what they do. If someone is malicious, or just in fact doesn't care about you or your well-being in the slightest, I mean, in general, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to have anything to do with them. But even still, for me personally, there might be people I don't want anything to do with. I still wish them well. I still don't want them to suffer. Because as much as they've caused me suffering, human suffering is a tragedy. And I don't want more of it. What is justice? For a lot of people, it's retribution. It's, you did this thing to me, so I'm going to do this thing to you. Or, you did this thing to society, so we as a society are going to do this thing to you. It's not about protecting people. It's not about making people better. It's not even about making sure that the same pain is never perpetuated again. Because we know that the rate of repeat offenders in the criminal justice system is insane. So why do we do it? I get it. We experience pain. It hurts. And we want there to be a price for that pain. Someone put me through this pain. I want them to pay. I've had those thoughts. I've had those thoughts this last few weeks. I've had those thoughts about people in my family. You hurt me. I hate you. I want you to suffer. But then I remember, especially when it comes to people that I happen to know pretty well, they're probably sitting there saying the exact same thing about me. And a lot of times it is just petty nonsense that people end up hating each other over. And if I think that what I did that clearly upset that other person is petty nonsense, why can't I admit when the thing that the person did to me might also be petty nonsense? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe someone actually really violated your respect, autonomy, whatever. But this is why, especially like in criminal justice, should not the punishment fit the crime? There's a lot of hurt in this world. There's a lot of suffering. We as human beings put each other through a lot of shit. A lot of trauma, a lot of heartache. And a lot of us, because someone else put us through that, we view it as just cause to perpetuate similar, if not the same, if not worse treatment to others. I never rose to the level of mistreating someone in retribution, but I kind of thought about it this last few weeks. I had a lot of thoughts in my head of just like, damn, fuck you, this is like all the this is the funny thing. I can call out a lot of the stuff in certain people that have hurt me. I can call out a lot of the traits that those people exhibit and say, yeah, I recognize that. I recognize that toxic thing about you. That's bad. You need to change that. And some of the times the reason we can recognize that so well in other people is kind of because it takes one to know one, right? We can recognize our own dishonest patterns. We can recognize the mechanisms that lead to our own failings. And we can recognize these things in others. And while we make excuses for these things in ourselves, part of us is still not okay with it. And holds a bias towards other people for exhibiting the same traits that we perceive as toxic within ourselves. And I'm going to keep this broad because it is broad. But it kind of makes me think of, the story with Jesus in the Bible and the woman who committed adultery. And everyone was ready to stone her to death. And Jesus came forth and said, "Let he who is without sin cast the first stone." And everybody thought, and everyone realized, oh, yeah. I'm not saying we've all committed the same sins, but we've all sinned. We've all done bad things. We've all done things we're not proud of. So why then is it so hard for us to have compassion for other people who make those same mistakes? Is it because a part of us doesn't fully forgive ourselves for our own mistakes and sins? Is it because maybe we're trying to seek out some way to cosmically tip the scales back and or are we just trying to pretend that we don't have those traits? That we haven't sinned and we are superior? Doesn't matter, because no matter what the reason, you have sinned. You have done wrong. You have hurt others. And when I get really angry sometimes, and in my heart, in my mind, I feel like I want someone to suffer, I have to stop myself and say, no. I can't make that my value. I can't make those my values, that people need to suffer when they hurt me. I can't. As much as it hurts. Because at the end of the day, I don't know. I don't know what's going on in someone's head. I don't know what they've experienced. I've gone hard on some people. I've gone really hard. And I realize some of the people that I go hardest on exhibit traits that I relate to my own mental illness. But I still act superior. How? Why? What right do I have to act superior? The fact is, I have none. I have no right to act superior to anyone. Even if I exhibit all these traits that I'm talking about and I learn to become the most caring, kind, understanding person, I still don't have that right. True acceptance is realizing that you're not superior to anyone. And that we are all just human. Some people are different from you in ways that you won't understand, but it's fine. Because everyone's going through their shit. Everyone has their own experiences. Everyone's living their lives. And some people are dangerous. Some people are dangerous to society and others. But even them, I want to have compassion for. Even them, I want to be better. It makes it hard sometimes for me to do the content that I'm used to making. because I'm used to actually being really kind of mean. And sometimes it's hard not to be mean. Am I going to stop being mean altogether? I don't know if that's possible. I really don't. But that's part of the reason I have to realize I'm not superior. I'm not. I'm a human, living my life trying to survive like everyone else. Hang on. I bristle with the idea that sin is a thing, especially the idea that we are all born with this and must purge ourselves. No, Hyun, that's not what I mean when I say sin. When I say sin, I mean we have all committed some action in one way or another that is immoral. I do believe that. I don't think a single human is morally pure, and I don't think it's possible to be, because we're human. It's not about original sin. It's that nobody's perfect and nobody can be. We've all hurt someone. We've all made someone's life marginally worse. We've all committed some bad action. We've all contributed to some negative outcome. That's what I mean when I say we've all sinned. My BPD makes me want to go... Hang on. So you say your BPD makes you want to go eye for two eyes. You can't be satisfied being even. You can't be satisfied with being even. You always want to come out on top. When someone hurts you, you feel obligated to hurt them twice as much. It's weird. I understand that. And I was raised in a family where BPD and other mental illnesses run in the family. And BPD is one of those things that, like, gets passed on from generation to generation just because being around someone with BPD can cause it in someone. And so I understand that. I have that innate urge myself where I'm like, God damn it, fuck you, I want to hurt you like twice as bad. And I have that. The important thing to remember with BPD and things like that is that it is usually a thing that is caused by some sort of trauma or having to survive in some kind of abnormal environment. Most people with BPD have survived some kind of toxic, fucked up environment in their life. And in order to survive, their brain had to learn certain coping mechanisms, certain survival strategies. And those survival strategies are very, very hard to unlearn. They become a part of how your brain works. God damn it. Yeah, it becomes a part of how your brain works. And then people who use toxic traits to survive around toxic people end up using those same toxic traits to survive around other toxic people, who then in turn start using those same toxic traits to survive, and that affects everyone they meet, and so on, and so on, and so on. And this is what I'm talking about, because I have people in my family, most people in my family, in fact, seem to have like BPD kind of traits. I'll say like some kind of toxic traits. And this is the problem, because I know that it's all come from unstable, toxic environments, abuse, manipulation, neglect, emotional trauma, all kinds of things. And it makes you a worse person to be around. Having survived that can actively make you a worse person to be around, because you're used to being around that all the time, and you're not used to people who aren't like that. And so when you come up against people who aren't like that, you end up treating them like they are, and they get hurt. And yeah, the abuse runs in circles. It's very sad, very unfortunate. And it's something that we very much all need to work on. I've used the fact that I'm an abuse victim to justify a lot of shitty behavior towards other people in my life. I've used, nobody knows what I've gone through. Nobody knows what I've experienced. They'll never know. So fuck them anyway. I've used that as an excuse. I have. And to not do it, it actively takes... You actively have to work at it to not be that way. It's still my first impulse in a lot of things. I made you think of Monty Python. Yeah, what with the Jesus reference? Yeah. Jesus always makes me think of Monty Python too. I think you think you really just don't want to feel like a victim, feeling helpless. You rather make someone else a victim. You hope you're making the right victims. I get that. I get that, where it's like, yeah, I don't want to feel like the victim. I don't want to feel like the helpless one. So I rather victimize someone else. It's an impulse that you actively need to fight. Because that's the thing to remember. The people that abused you, that victimized you originally, did you deserve that? Odds are no, you didn't. And most other people that you treat that way, odds are they don't deserve it either. And even if they do, on some level, who are you to decide that? Being really bad is hard. You'd have to be entirely detached from any sense of decency. And the problem is that to enjoy being bad, you'd need to recognize what being bad is to begin with. I'm not sure what you're getting at there, because... Oh, you're responding to... do you ever get the feeling that some people actually just enjoy being bad people? Maybe some people, but this is the thing. Most people don't view themselves as bad people. In fact, most people view themselves as good people. In fact, if you ask most people, are you a good person? They'll be like, yeah, I'm a good person. Most people don't even really think about it. Yeah, doing bad is frequently done in the name of a warped sense of justice. Very true. So, like, honestly, I don't think many people just enjoy being bad. I think that's a straw man, honestly, that are, prison industrial complex, capitalist, consumerist, fucking, autocratic society wants to impose onto people and say, oh yeah, see all these criminals, see all these people, well, they're just bad people and they like being bad. They try to sell you the idea of evil villains twirling their mustaches and like, hee, I love committing crimes, yes! Ooh, I'm stealing from someone. Okay, are there some people who might genuinely enjoy stealing? Sure. Even those people, I don't think they believe they're doing a bad thing. I think a lot of them are just like, you know what? I don't care. Most people are just like on some level, like, I don't care. There might be there probably are some people out there that genuinely enjoy being criminals and are like, damn, I'm really good at this, you know? But most people that are doing shitty things are doing so from a place of actually thinking they're doing the right thing. Matt Walsh is the single mustache twirling villain on the planet currently. Maybe, but you also don't know that. And this is the thing. Trust me, some people you will never get through to. Okay? Some people you will literally never get through to them. And Matt Walsh is probably one of those people, and probably a lot of the people that follow him. But a lot of the people that follow him believe they're doing the right thing. They genuinely believe they're saving children from the evil trans cult. And I'm not, and here's the thing, here's the trap people get into. I'm not saying right now we need to let that stuff slide. We don't. We should not. We should not let it slide. It should not be allowed or accepted in our society. However, maybe, just maybe, if we remember for a hot second that, okay, these people that we are absolutely opposing with every fiber of our being, are not necessarily irredeemably evil. Do not necessarily have evil intent. Because most people most people are just pretty fucking ignorant. And in a society, in a culture that is so fragmented, where so many people have been raised by the internet, and people are more antisocial than ever in some ways. A lot of people just don't know certain things. And so they hear something that makes sense to them, and they jump on a bandwagon. I've done that. I used to be far more right-wing, guys. I used to be far more right-wing. In fact, I used to be a downright conservative. Okay? You remember. Some of y'all remember. Some of y'all have been around that long. How would it be if, like, you know, you came in contact with that version of me and someone asked you, let's just say you had the power to snap your fingers and delete all the people that you view as bad people, all right? And someone came up to you and showed you 2016 Jay Darkay, and were like, yeah, you know, do you think this person deserves to exist, or do you think there are some people might be like, oh yeah, gone, fucking monster, right? But clearly I'm capable of more. Clearly I have the ability to do better. Clearly I have the capacity and the potential to become a better person. So where do we draw the line? Where do we draw the line with our fellow people? Should we just ignore all the people with bad beliefs and say, oh, maybe they'll be better one day? No, obviously not. We should be trying to convince them of the truth. We should be trying to teach people the error of their ways. But we need to do it with an air of humanity about us. We need to drop the smug superiority. We need to drop the attitude that we're better and that these people are just worthless. And we need to see each individual person as what they are. A human being with infinite potential. I don't have all the answers, folks. And I don't want to have all the answers either. Alright? I think that's too big a job for anybody. And I'm not even going to tell you how you should treat people individually. But it's important. It's important to remember that our mistakes do not define us, and should not define us. Our mistakes are a part of who we are. But the only way our mistakes define us is if our mistakes are who we are. Do we make the same mistakes constantly? Do we ignore the well-being of others? Do we defend our own shitty actions? Or are we trying? And if you're trying, maybe so is that family member that you're in conflict with. Or that friend that you're not speaking to right now. Because of some interpersonal drama. And let me be clear. That's mostly the kind of shit that I'm applying this to in the short term. Because y'all know I don't believe in consistency. I believe consistency is kind of a fallacy. There's no such thing as moral consistency. There's no such thing as a consistent way of living your life, because humans are not consistent and will never be consistent. But maybe, in dealing with other people, just maybe, before defining another person by the mistakes that they've made, think about what mistakes other people might be defining you by. I think, okay, this person really hurt me in this way, and I'm going to define them as a piece of shit because of that. Fine. Do the mental exercise. Think of all the misunderstandings, miscommunications, all the mistakes you've made, all the selfish actions you've taken. And just think about how many people might be holding you to the exact same standard. Then ask yourself, is that fair? And if that's not fair, then the way you define others by their mistakes may also not be fair. And this, by the way, isn't to fall into that Kanye trap where he said, "Oh, what? Hitler did bad things, but he did good things too, so why does everyone keep bringing up the bad thing?" No, because someone like that, someone who does, there are people who are defined by the evil that they've done. Some people really do outweigh, some people's evil really does outweigh their good. Some people have done far more bad than they've done good. But most people haven't. And so maybe, just maybe, most of us should give each other a goddamn break. That's what I believe. Because everyone could use a break. And most of us goddamn need one. You'll try to hold yourself to your standard first. Yeah. You should. You should hold yourself to your own standard, but you should also remember your standards are subjective, and someone else may have widely different standards from you. And that's not that you should let them violate your standards. But then maybe you should try to understand. And look, maybe that's the extent of it. Maybe all you do is just look at another person that you have conflict with and understand, all right, I'm still mad at this person, but you know what? They're a person. They've made their mistakes. If they show me that they're better, if they show me their potential for better in the future, I will adjust accordingly. And that really is all that needs to be done. But like, a lot of people are willing to do a lot of hurtful things just out of spite. And it sucks. Because I've done some hurtful things out of spite, and some people have done some hurtful things to me out of spite. And it's caused both parties a lot more heartache and trouble, and just kind of makes you wish, what if neither party did some insensitive thing out of spite? What if we were just like, okay, I'm hurt. I'm hurt in this moment. But why not, instead of focusing on what hurt me, I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to focus on the hurt that I'm experiencing and getting myself through it, rather than experiencing on the person, dwelling on the person that hurt me. Because the person that hurt me has moved on and they're living their life. And if they're a danger to others, do I want other people to know? Sure. But also, ever felt like you gave someone your best, like you gave your best to someone only to receive their worst? Yes. Yes. And that's also why I'm not telling you to give your best to someone necessarily. But that's the thing. It's not about just always giving your best. It's about not giving your worst. Even if someone else gives you their worst. That's the broader point that I'm trying to get at. People will give you their worst. people will show you the worst of themselves. And it takes work, a lot of work, but work that is well worth it to refrain from showing that person your worst in kind. And I do honestly believe that taking that little effort, that little step of saying, you know what, this person just fucked me over, this person just pissed me off, I'm not going to give them my best right now. They don't deserve that. But I'm also not going to sink to the level of giving them my worst. Because I don't think anyone deserves that. I don't think anyone deserves my worst. And I don't want to be a negative impact on other people's lives. Because to them, that's all they'll remember. That's all they'll remember me for. I showed them my worst, and now their worst assumption about me is in their own head confirmed. And that also takes a lot more time to undo. That's the problem. Once you show someone your worst, it takes a lot of time to undo that perception they may have of you. And sometimes you think it's not worth it. It's just like, you know what? Whatever. I don't care what they think of me. And sometimes that really should be the action you take. And sometimes people really, what they think really doesn't care. But I'm trying hard to not put out more negativity. I don't want to return hate for hate. I'm not going to sit there and just take it. But I also don't want to repeat the cycle. I think there are some people who constantly give their best, yet are paired with their worst, and most destructive, their polar opposite. What do you mean? You mean as in the other people they're paired with other people that are the worst? Or you mean they give their best but also can't help giving their worst as well? I don't know what you mean by that. Oh shit, I gotta go get my meds real quick. I gotta run and get my meds. I'll be like right back, like literally don't go anywhere. Here. One sec. Sorry, Hyun said, I mean the other people in their life. Casting pearls before swine comes to mind. Okay, so you're saying people give their best, but like they're, yeah, okay, and they're stuck with like some of the worst people. I get that. I do get that. You shouldn't let the worst people take advantage of you. Absolutely not. But I'll be honest, I've even been around some toxic fucking people that I kind of have to admit they're toxic and they're horrible in some ways and they've hurt me a lot, but they're also dealing with their own trauma. They're also dealing with their own shit that is the result of other people treating them unfairly. And so the best bet at that point is just to distance yourself from those people. But recognize the humanity of the situation. You can cut someone out of your life and still have compassion for them. You can refuse to engage with someone and still empathize with them as a human being. All I'm saying is if we add more of this empathy and compassion for each other and understanding for each other, we'd maybe have less conflicts. My big thing lately, and this is important to me because it's a thing I've struggled with, is knowing that I really don't want to perpetuate the same abuse that I've received in the past. And also knowing that I have in the past. And I don't want to do that anymore. I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of the effect it's had on people. Or the effect it's had on me, because all it does is add more things for me to feel guilty about later. And realize, damn, I really shouldn't have behaved that way. But I did because I was mad. Because I was mad, yo. Why'd you do this? Because I was mad. Well, does that justify it? Probably not. Because I was mad can explain why you did something. It doesn't really justify it. You might witness someone doing the worst things imaginable to a person you love. So in your anger, you pick up a gun and shoot that person. You were mad. You may have even been protecting someone from getting hurt. But was what you did right? There's scenarios where it's justified. There's scenarios where everything is justified. Understand this. Please understand that when I talk about something, I'm never saying this is a standard that you should consistently apply to every area in your life. Because that's never the case with anything. I'm sorry. You might see someone who just killed your mom. All right. They killed your mom, and you heard that they got off scot-free, so you went down and shot this person. Is that justified? I'm not talking about legally. Is it karmically justified? No. No, it's not. Because you're killing a piece of shit, you're also taking someone away from every person in their life. You're ending another life. One life was ended, and what justice does it bring to the world to end another life in retribution? What's gained? Nothing. Because the fact is, even the worst murderer can potentially become a better person. Can potentially realize, oh my God, I had no idea the damage that I caused. Even that worst person might think, you know what, I don't want to make another person feel this way. Because that's the thing that our justice system kind of ignores, is the fact of like human guilt. And you can't rely on that for everything, but like human guilt does have an effect. And see, you know what I think would be good justice? Unless you can tell someone is actually a sociopath and literally gets off to hurting other people, you inundate that person with nothing but for a while, with nothing but footage of the people that they hurt, the loved ones of the person they killed. They gotta listen to the deceased's mother give a eulogy. And then they gotta help other people. They gotta do community service to help people who have been victimized in a similar way to what they did. There are many ways to go about criminal justice that may actually just have a more positive impact on some people. Yeah, I know not all sociopaths enjoy hurting people. That is true. What I said was a sociopath that does, but I get how using the word sociopath might kind of muddy the water there. I'm not saying all sociopaths are like that at all. I was trying to make an example where it's like, okay, it's an example that most people know, like someone who doesn't feel anything, who doesn't, you know, or who gets off, like, yeah, but like, I would rather have people in this society that have made mistakes and learned from them than just removing everyone who makes a mistake and saying, nope, sorry, too bad, you don't get to exist anymore, at least not as part of society. Sorry, you gotta go. You're irredeemable. Bye. Imagine, and here's the thing. Imagine if we lived in 1984 Big Brother land, and every single one of us had a camera on us at 24/7, and not a single thing we did was even the slightly private. And imagine then if that knowledge could be used to imprison. Like, I honestly think like almost no one would. Everyone would be in prison. Most people would be in prison. What if they could read your thoughts too? Believe me, if every single crime that was committed by every single person was actually known, like, I don't know, we'd just live in a prison state where everybody's being punished all at once, and well, it's kind of what we live in already, but yeah. Jesus. You can experience empathy, you just have it turned off by default. I understand that. I'm kind of the opposite, where I have high empathy by default, but I've also been able to turn it off. And I'm not super proud of who I was when I had my empathy turned off. Because I resented my own empathy. I resented how much I cared. And I didn't want it anymore. I wanted to be able to hurt someone and not give a shit. And I did. I turned off my empathy, tried to not feel anything for anyone, and I was a worse person for it. I understand that some people are empathy deficient and can't help it. And I have much love and compassion to those people. Alright? That's why empathy is a skill. It's hard work, and it's something that we all have to work on. Even people who have high empathy by default. I empathize with my worst enemy a lot of time. That doesn't mean that I don't have blind spots. But I have to recognize when there's a blind spot. Recognize when I'm not using empathy. And be like, oh. Yeah, that's not good. And be like, oh, do I think it's justified? Well, maybe, but doesn't justify turning off empathy. It's hard work. It's hard work, and it's important. I kind of want to watch a video with y'all. I'm going to see how long it is, just so I can decide if it's something I want to play on the show or not. Nah, it's probably too long. Being raised for a world that no longer exists is super weird. Is super weird like that, because you imagine a horrible scenario and then you realize it's been like that for a while, and now that it happens so often, yeah. I think I get at what I think I see what you're getting at. A lot of horrible shit happens, and a lot of us are just kind of used to it, and I get that. That doesn't mean we need to be okay with it. It's actually kind of sad, some of the shit we're just used to as a society. Wait. Wait. That would be so punitive towards people with OCD. Wait, what? What would... Sometimes I feel like the past's energy and feeling felt different. Depends what you mean by the past. I mean, I kind of get what you mean. Like, thought crimes would be extremely punitive to people with OCD. Oh, yeah. I mean, it would be extremely punitive to everybody. I don't know. I get what you mean. The energy of the world we live in is different from how it used to be. And the kind of energy that you get when interacting with other people, you know, our collective state of being, our collective attitudes, you know, society is always changing. Yeah. I mean, for most people, that's why, honestly, I'm gonna be interested to see what 2020's nostalgia is gonna be like in like 10, 20 years. Are people even gonna be nostalgic for this time period? I'm sure someone will. Like, hey, maybe you'll have, like, little kids who'll, like, grow up and be like, ah, remember when, like, COVID? Remember when we didn't have to go to school? Remember when, we all got to wear cool masks outside? And, like, every day felt like Halloween? Yeah. Ooh, yeah, I remember. Remember how everything, that came out was, like, pandemic-themed? Remember how every, like, show, every podcast, every YouTube channel, every fucking music artist, and fucking, like, every single goddamn person on the planet was collectively talking about the exact same thing? Remember that season? Remember, like, all the seasons of shows that came out in 2022 where, like, the cast of characters were wearing masks? Remember you couldn't go 5 minutes without hearing the word COVID? I don't know. Maybe someone will remember it fondly. Who knows? The early 2000s were not great either. They weren't, but a lot of people have nostalgia for them. Like, me personally, I have a lot of nostalgia for, like, the video games that came out in the early 2000s. You know? But think about it. 2001, that's when fucking 9/11 happened. Then in 2002, the GameCube happened, and that's all I can remember from that era. I'm like, ooh, GameCube, yeah. Oh, I loved the early 2000s. I remember having a GameCube and a Game Boy Advance and playing fucking Super Mario Sunshine and fucking the Wind Waker. Yeah, remember Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire? Oh, yeah, I remember. Remember Attack of the Clones in 2002? Oh, yeah, fuck yeah, I remember that. And meanwhile, like, if you look back, like, people were still mourning 9/11, and, like, society as a whole was going crazy, being like, oh my god, fucking the war on terror. The extremely fruitless war on terror that ended up stripping millions of their freedoms and still does to this day. Oh, hey, Ami. How's it? What up? You're alive. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Glad to see you're doing good, yo. GameCube you didn't have personally, but you had a cousin who had the console. He had fun games. Hell yeah. The GameCube was full of fun games, okay? I mean, what else? There was the PS2. Anyone remember the PS2? Fucking Gran Turismo, Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, Metal Gear. Who remembers the PS2, yo? I guess that's what people will remember from like 2020. They'll remember like video games, movies that came out, and they'll be nostalgic for those things. Yeah, PS2 had a lot of fun games too. Remember when you had to put the second disc in for some GameCube games? Yeah, I do. Oh, it's upstairs. I have a copy of Lord of the Rings: The Third Age for GameCube. I've actually never. I've always wanted to play that game more. I played it a bit when I was a kid, but there were a lot of other games that I was interested in. But I was always fascinated by it and wanted to finish it because it had 2 discs. You had a childhood friend who owned a GameCube? Yeah, hells yeah. I didn't. I started by going to a friend's house who had a GameCube, and I was just like, oh my god, this is fucking amazing. I remember playing Super Smash Bros. Melee at the first time. Like, holy fuck, look at this. Like, I had never seen like 3D graphics before, and it was like mind blowing to me. Cause yeah, I grew up with like point and click games on the PC, like educational point and click games, and like 16-bit games on the Game Boy Advance, and then GameCube, and I was like, holy shit, yo. GameCube, look, I see, I got Donkey Kong Jungle Beat over here. Yeah, it's got Donkey Kong, yo, and it came with bongo drums. You bongo the drums, drum the bongos, and stuff happens in the game. All my other GameCube games are upstairs. Never had anything newer than an N64. Well, N64 was dope too, yo. Super Mario 64. Still have a lot of love for that game. I've actually been having a bit of fun with some Super Mario 64 ROM hacks as of late. Because Super Mario 64 was so revolutionary to me that I'm still so obsessed with it that, like, I get excited when I see, like, a really competent ROM hack, and I'm like, ooh, like, because it was a game I always wanted a sequel for, and so, like, having all these, like, unofficial fan-made sequels is kind of the next best thing. Yeah, I should stream more. There was one Super Mario 64 ROM hack that I really was super impressed by. It was called Last Impact, and it even had it had the water jetpack from Super Mario Sunshine and a bunch of other power-ups from later in the series. The cloud thing, the cloud power-up from Super Mario Galaxy. I should play that more on stream. That's a fun game. That's how nostalgic I am for that time. I'm still playing games, fan-made games in that engine, and having fun with them. Oh yeah, there's if there's a if there's any two Super Mario 64 ROM hacks that y'all need to play, all right, the first one is probably going to be the hardest to run, but if you have a decent computer, it'll run it on Windows, and it's called Super Mario 64 Last Impact. All right, the other one that I've been playing is called Super Mario 64 Super Mario Star Road, and it actually runs on my 3DS here, which is Poggy's. It's PogChamp actually. All right. See, look at that. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. We got completely new castle, new levels and shit. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with this. In between playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I've been playing this, yo. I just love seeing like new environments in this game. It brings me back to like when I was a little kid, and I would like imagine like what a sequel to this game would look like. And like I would have dreams of this game when I was a kid. I would have dreams of like finding secret areas in the castle that didn't exist, or like new levels that don't exist, and here they are. Here they fucking are, yo. God, people are amazing. I love a good fan project, yo. Sorry, I got hung up on video game nostalgia. That's an easy thing to stun lock me with. Video game nostalgia. Let's see. Just wondering how I got this far. I just got myself a Wii because that's the last thing I remember. Damn. You just got a Wii, yo. I don't know many people who don't have a Wii. A lot of people have a Wii that's just covered in dust and hasn't been played in 10 years. They're pretty fucking common, but they're dope. And then they have a lot of good games, and if you hack it, you can do even more with it. I have a hacked Wii right now that I'm working on turning into a little GameCube emulator. I'm gonna load it up with well, I have been like loading it up with a library of GameCube games. I don't really care to emulate Wii games on it right now. I just want a system that'll play all the GameCube games I remember. Yeah, yo, modding the Wii is a fun thing to do. Anyone who tells you like, oh, you can't get access to GameCube games anymore, don't believe them. If you have a fucking Wii in your house, anything is possible. Of course, you must only obtain legally obtained ROMs. You know, no pirating ROMs whatsoever. Do not pirate ROMs on ROM websites. Definitely don't use Google to find ROM websites to download them. Don't do that. It's not good. Okay. Especially with like really old Nintendo games that they don't even sell anymore, and that like there's literally no other way to get a hold of them. Please don't do that. Okay? Your parents thought it was an exercise machine, and one of our chores for the summer was an hour of time on the Wii per day. I played Lego Star Wars. based. Did Lego Star Wars have motion controls? So could you be like, look, I'm swinging my lightsaber, Mom. Look. Oh, this is so much exercise. I'm just sitting here, swinging, killing enemies. I'm swinging a lightsaber, Mom. Look how strong my arm is. It did, but they were optional, and I didn't use them unless they were home. See, there was something about the Wii that, like, there's something about the Wii that I still find really uncomfortable. I don't like using the Wii because I always feel the need to be standing when I'm playing a Wii game, especially something with motion control. I feel like I gotta be standing in front of the TV with the Wii remote pointed at the TV, and I don't like that. But that's why classic controllers and GameCube controllers exist. So you can play games the way God intended. On the couch with a goddamn controller in your hand. You made a production out of lightsaber mode when they were around. Yeah, I would do that too. When it wasn't even that I had to be playing the Wii, but I wanted to prove to my parents, even though my parents didn't buy it, my grandmother did, but I still wanted to prove to my parents that it was a good, responsible purchase, and that, like, oh yeah, look, see, I'm using this to get exercise. So, like, I'd be standing there playing Super Mario Galaxy, and just be like, whoa, like, I gotta swing the remote, and, like, I could have just been sitting on the fucking couch. All you gotta do is, like, twitch the remote a little bit. Like literally the extent of most motion controls, like, you're holding the Wii remote and nunchuck, and it's just, like, analog, over here, analog, and then shake. 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 Jump. Shake. 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 That's it. That's all, yo. Jesus. Shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Yeah. Do not steal from Nintendo. It's bad and it hurts Nintendo's feelings. True. True. Yeah. That is sadly true. Why the fuck don't I have that image, like, just easy to grab? Boobs. Boobs. Guys, did you know that boobs, they exist? Oh wait, it's in based memes. Based memes. If Nintendo wanted you to buy the games, they would let you buy the games, so just emulate them and be done with it, god damn it. Stole that from Arlo. Very good Nintendo YouTuber. I can't believe Nintendo has apologized twice this month. They never apologize. Yeah, I've been meaning to talk about that. Actually, here. Do I have an article? I know someone posted a video, but I don't want to watch a I don't want to watch a Review Tech USA video. I'll just say this. Steam Deck emulates Switch games? Yes, it does. I actually find it hilarious that the Steam Deck plays some Switch games better than the Switch. I'm curious if Scarlet and Violet actually runs better on the Steam Deck. That would be hilarious. So, okay. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the two newest Pokemon games that have been released for the Nintendo Switch. I've had a lot of controversy surrounding them. Even though I genuinely believe that this is one of the best Pokemon games in the mainline Pokemon series to ever be released. People seem really, really mad about it. Now I will admit, the game is full of glitches and has some really bad, choppy visuals. And it's not good that Nintendo, like, shipped the game with that many issues. There should have been more time to, like, you know, test the thing and fix all of those bugs. It is a good thing that Nintendo is apologizing, releasing patches, and even refunding people who want it. I just have to say, though, like, I really don't get what everyone's so pissed about. I really don't. I enjoy the new Pokemon games. I do. I enjoy them a lot. I enjoy them so much that I don't care if the game looked worse. I don't care if the game had the same, like, graphics and engine as the same graphics as, like, Sword and Shield. Heck, I wouldn't care if the game had the same graphics as fucking X and Y. I care about the way the game plays, and gameplay-wise, it's one of my favorite Pokemon games. But yeah, I guess it's good that Nintendo is recognizing their mistakes and they're trying to fix this. I hope that it gets patched and it looks better, but genuinely, I really do feel like people are blowing this out of proportion, because I honestly, and okay, I'll admit this, for the last couple Pokemon games, I've kind of gone into them cynically and expecting to hate them. I went into Sword and Shield expecting to hate it, and I played it and ended up not hating it quite as much as I thought I would. Still not happy with it, but it soured my view of the franchise for a while. I mean, Ultra Sun and Moon definitely soured my view of the franchise even before that. But, like, I totally skipped Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee originally because I assumed they would be terrible. And then the first recent Pokemon game that I actually bought at launch was Pokemon Pearl. Pokemon Shining Pearl. Which is probably the one I should have skipped because it wasn't that good. It turns out Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are actually really good in my opinion. And I like the way they shake up the series. I like the way they give us a spin on the classic Pokemon games, but also streamline it a bit. I don't love the Let's Go, the Pokemon Go catching thing, but I think using it in handheld mode, it's not that bad catching Pokemon, and I like being able to catch Pokemon without having to battle them. I think it just streamlines the game and makes it quicker. Especially for a game that I've replayed so many times in different forms. Pokemon Legends Arceus, I've seen a lot of people shit on that game, And while it is kind of a glorified tech demo, it also kind of revolutionized the Pokemon franchise in a way that hasn't been done in a long time. And Pokemon Scarlet and Violet has gone to further revolutionize the main series. But, like, I feel like because of the last few releases and how cynical everyone's been on the franchise, everyone just kind of came into this looking to hate it. And then I also kind of blame Cyberpunk, because Cyberpunk was a game a lot of people were super excited for that was a joke when it was released. And honestly, from what I can tell, Cyberpunk released infinitely less playable than Scarlet and Violet. But now everyone treats a game that's, like, released with some fucking bugs as, like, a complete failure. And I do think it's unfortunate, and it's stupid that the developers don't give more time for playtesting and all these things. I guess I also, like, I don't know. I'm just tired of, like, trying to hate everything, you know? I'm tired of, like, assuming that everything's gonna suck and then just, like, looking for things to confirm my suspicions that everything sucks without actually engaging with the enjoyable aspects of things. So, look, is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet a lazy game that they rushed out too quickly while cutting corners and leaving out stuff and not fixing things that should have been fixed? Absolutely. But it's a fucking fun game. And I don't know. I just don't feel that cynical about it anymore. I don't. I enjoy it. I fucking enjoy it, okay? I will say I'd probably be more bad if my version was having more glitches, but it's not. And I've seen a lot of images of the game glitching up. And I almost wonder if people are, like, playing the pre-patched version or the unpatched version and then putting out a bunch of videos with the game unpatched to be like, look, see how broken and horrible it is, when there was already, like, I found it pretty playable after the day one patch. So I don't get it. If you own the game, you should be able to play it on any platform you want. Oh, absolutely. I absolutely believe that. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl sucked. Shot-for-shot remakes with no creativity aside from the cool stuff in the underground. But even then, they made secret bases suck. Yeah. Honestly, I would have had the underground just be a giant wild area. And I don't think I would have been happy with Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond if... I only would have been happy with it if they made it in the same engine as Sword and Shield. That's what really made me mad. I was really hoping to see... I was like, ooh, what area of the map are they going to turn into a wild area? But honestly, they should have just scrapped the faithful remakes and turned Legends Arceus into the remake. Legends Arceus could have taken place in Sinnoh, but then it could have had extra content that involves going back to the Hisui region, and that could have been like the bonus content, and it would have been like one of the best Pokemon games ever. Or Pokemon Diamond and Pearl could have been remade in the Sword and Shield engine with wild areas, and it probably would have been one of the best Pokemon games to date. Instead, they took the open world concept, made it a side game, and made shitty shot-for-shot, faithful remakes. I've already told y'all how I feel about faithful remakes. I don't want my remakes faithful. I want them slutty. Alright? I want my remakes like I want my dominatrixes, okay? Slutty. Slutty and not faithful at all, alright? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, whatever. I'm glad Nintendo's apologizing. I just think of all the things Nintendo should be apologizing for, this is actually pretty low on the list. What they should be apologizing for is that there's no upgrade to Switch hardware. That, like, we should have either gotten a Switch 2 by now, or something that can upgrade original Switch consoles, you know? Like, maybe a little chip that you plug into it that, like, enhances the processing power or something. But whatever. Whew, okay, how long have I been live? Hells yeah. By the way, just a reminder, if y'all are enjoying the stream, hit the like button. And, yo, we're pretty close to this donation goal, yo. We only need another $5 to reach it. We only need another, $9, sorry, to reach it. And then, something good will happen. Probably I'll do like a third extra long stream this week, sorry. In which I will be tipsy, and maybe even taking call-ins. Yeah. Don't feel like taking call-ins this stream though, but I will do one if we reach that goal. Actually, if we reach the goal, I'll either do a drunk stream or I'll do a call-in. I'll do both if we exceed the goal. Yeah, I don't know. Good things happen to those who donate, is all I'll say. But again, damn, much appreciation to everyone who donated the stream. Like I said, it's been tight money wise. It's been tight, okay, and it's gonna be tight this month. So hells yeah, any donos are much appreciated, and much thanks to J. Troy Doe, Hyun, and Sam Sherwood, who all kindly donated this stream. Yeah, Ami might be tipsy. Who knows? Yeah. Well, damn, we'll do a tipsy Ami stream. Damn, me and Ami have never done a drunk stream together. That could be interesting. We could also do that IRL. I don't know. We'll see what we do during my trip. I hope to do at least two drunk streams while I'm gone. While I'm traveling. We'll try to do one when we are at the Hyun house, and we'll probably try to do one when me and Ami are staying in an Airbnb together. Yeah, Ami's never been drunk, yo. Drank. Donate and I'll finish this bottle of rum. finish the goal, and I'll finish the bottle of rum, and then stream drunk for an hour. There you go. But yeah, okay. Yeah. What was I gonna say? God damn it, I forgot. Whoa. Okay. You know what I should do here? Let's, God damn. Why? I always have I save posts from Am I the Asshole, and then I look back to read them, and then they're deleted, they're banned. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, I have two. We have two we might look at. Okay. Mansplaining, mansplaining, or damn. Okay, you know what? Here, I'm gonna read this one. It's alright, Ami. Okay. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole? Hmm. 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 Okay, I'm actually curious about this one. Let's, okay. Okay. Am I the asshole for letting someone think I was a guy until we met in person? Huh. Am I the asshole for letting someone think I was a guy until we met in person? Let's read this. This one actually seems interesting. Okay. This is a lot less serious than most of the stuff here, but it's a big debate among my friends right now. Oh, those are the best ones. I, 23 female, have one of those ambiguous names that can be either a boy or a girl's name. uh, it makes things fun sometimes because people assume I'm a dude until they meet me in person a lot. I'm also in a hobby that involves wearing armor, and I'm tall. So it's really hard for people to tell my gender when my helm is on, resulting in some funny reactions sometimes. That's the background. So my friend is planning a D&D game, and he added me to a group chat to talk about character creation. I know one other guy in the chat, and there are two I've never met before. Now keep in mind that I have a profile pic of me in armor because I mostly talk to people in my sport and friends who know me already, and my name isn't clearly feminine. It becomes apparent that at least one guy, Jake, doesn't realize I'm a girl, when someone asks about inviting their girlfriend to play, and Jake says, "Can't we just have a guys' night? Girls always ruin the vibe of the game." Oh boy. Oh no, this is okay. This is gonna get juicy, I can tell. But first of all, just off the bat, like, I don't think anyone is ever obligated to reveal their gender or sex, for that matter. Especially because, like, for most people, like, it shouldn't fucking matter. Like, it really shouldn't fucking matter. And, like, everyone's different. Everyone identifies and presents differently, you know? Sounds like this chick's into, like, paintball or something, and she likes... I'm gonna assume paintball, and it's just, like, she has a picture of her in her paintball armor and shit, and it's just, like, you know, that's how she represents herself. That's more than okay. But, here, let's keep reading. I see my DM friend typing, so I messaged him and tell him not to tell the guy off because I want to see what happens. DM friend lets the other two in on it so they won't spoil the reveal, and everyone is getting their popcorn ready. Okay, so it already sounds like they know this guy is... Which, this is kind of misogynistic, too, where it's like, I don't want a girl there. Girls ruin the game. Which is also really stupid, because, like, maybe you've played with girls that have ruined the game, but there's probably a lot of... In fact, I know some women who are far better at D&D than some of the guy friends I have, and that is... I mean, God, just, like, check out, like, there's so many D&D players in, like, the queer and, like, poly communities that, like, it's insane, okay? And most of them aren't men. Anyway, we spend another week talking, during which time Jake keeps digging the hole deeper, and game day comes around. Jake is the last one to show up, so I'm sitting there with the other guys, and he gives me a slightly annoyed look. "I thought your GF wasn't playing," he says to the guy who asked. I'm OP, nice to meet you," I tell him, grinning. "Sorry if I ruin the vibe of the game." Everyone else laughs, but Jake goes mental and storms out. He sends us all a rant about tricking him and purposefully embarrassing him. That wanting a guy's day isn't a problem, etc. A mutual friend says that while he was out of pocket, I should have corrected him immediately instead of setting him up. Alright, this is a little complicated, because it's like, okay, I get it that they embarrassed this guy and he wasn't expecting this, but, like, also... It shouldn't matter. There's a girl there, and there's a girl who plays D&D. Like, how is that a bad thing? And, like, this girl, she also seems like the kind of chick that like, clearly she has a lot of guy friends, and she likes hanging out with the guys and being one of the guys. Like, girls are capable of doing that too, okay? It sounds to me like this Jake guy is, like, is just really misogynistic and doesn't want to hang around women. Maybe he's played with friends who have, like, brought their girlfriends who didn't know anything about D&D, but, like, he shouldn't assume that she knows nothing. Was it a little mean of them to lie to him? Or they didn't even lie, they just didn't correct him, right? I mean, honestly, he's the one who made the assumption that he's in a room full of guys. And then he's the one who got mad when he found out he wasn't. And assumed that he couldn't have the exact same good time that he would have had with her there. Also, like, she was clearly included in this right off the bat. Someone asked if they could bring their girlfriend, and he's like, "Oh, I don't want girls there." He made the assumption that there were no other girls there, and that girls shouldn't be, and that's, like, really fucking childish, honestly. Damn. Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna say not the asshole. I really don't think this person is an asshole. I, like... Was it that serious that he didn't want to play with a girl that he would have, that if he knew he wouldn't have gone? Because, like, if that's the point, he should have been excluded anyway. Like, I don't know, like, hang on, there is a girl playing, and that's actually kind of rude of you. I think his friends kind of let him off easy. I don't know, what do y'all think? Here, let's see what Reddit thinks. Not the asshole. Nicely played long game there. He may be pissed, but he's also the exact sort of sexist individual that gatekeeps D&D and other games / genres, and needs to be called out. Sometimes even humiliated. Sometimes even humiliation can be educational. Yeah, that's kind of true. It would also be funny if, like, the other friends that were there and played D&D all kind of, like, razzed him about that and were like, you realize, like, we played D&D and it was still a fun guys' night, even though there was a girl there, and, like, you're kind of ridiculous for freaking out and leaving. Let's see, what else? As a woman who plays D&D, I think OP is a fucking legend. Thank you, from a fellow girl nerd who's sick of the rampant sexism. See, that is, like, why should females be left out of D&D night? Oh, sorry, you're a girl. You don't get to play the D&D. Like, why? That's really exclusionary. Like, he wanted to be exclusionary, and they embarrassed him. He got embarrassed from it. Like, it's not your job to protect him from his own big mouth. He's mad because he got caught. Yeah. He's upset because OP tricked him into respecting her. That's also, it's like, that's the thing. Like, clearly you were in a fucking text chat with this person, and them being a girl didn't, like, change anything, right? It didn't become, like, was it weird? Like, it wasn't weird before, and she was always a girl. it's so why is it weird now that you know? Jesus. Jumping on the top comment to say, OP, please, please, please refer to his behavior as throwing a tantrum when referencing it later. As in, Jake's coming? Okay, but is someone going to talk to him about the tantrum he threw last time? I don't like dealing with people who are overly emotional. It's no fun hanging out with a dude who gets hysterical over a silly joke. Well, it's not even that, like, he's overly emotional. I don't agree with that aspect of it. But, like, because of his, like, it was a tantrum, and it was due to his, like, misogynistic assumptions. And, like, so, yeah, his friend group should call it a tantrum. They should call it what it is and be like, oh, yeah, we're playing D&D tonight, but, yeah, this chick's still gonna be there. You sure you're not gonna throw a tantrum this time? Because, yeah, he should be called out for that. Let's see. Especially do this to him directly. If he brings up you tricking him in Meet or cyberspace, try something like, sorry, dude, but seriously, how could I realize, based on our other interaction, that a dumb joke was gonna make you storm off and tantrum about it? It's not even a dumb joke, that me being a girl that me being a girl was going to make you melt down and storm off and have a tantrum about. That's what it. I don't like that this person is framing it as, oh, it's just it's not just it's a joke. It's a joke that was played on him because he had some weird thing about playing with girls. I didn't know you were so emotionally unstable. I would never use this. And I don't think this is an acceptable thing to say to someone. Why are you so emotionally unstable? Look, some people are emotionally unstable, and that's one thing. Like, this person can be emotionally unstable all they want. They just can't allow that to let them be bigoted towards people, all right? And try to exclude someone who is already included in the game from the start. Let's see. Macho idiots love to pretend anger isn't an emotion, and yelling and storming off isn't being overly emotional. But come on. Okay, I see what you mean. Like, maybe if the person is the kind of person that will call other people emotional, then it would be acceptable to be like, oh yeah, you're being emotional. You're the one being emotional because you're getting angry. But girls ruin the vibe, dude, with all their girliness and girlitude. And they distract him so he can't do as well in class. I mean D&D. They're literally like, God, I remember being in high school and like some of the guys literally being like, I can't concentrate in class, and it's because girls are allowed to wear short skirts. And it's just like, that's a you problem. That's a you problem. It's like, oh yeah, girls are allowed to wear skirts or tank tops, and I can't help ogling them, so yeah. I can't concentrate, yo. Let's see. Not the asshole. Seems like most people, not the asshole. Of course you could have told him, but let's face it, who hasn't wanted to do this? He's the one who dissed girls joining game night, saying girls ruin the vibe. Well, now he should stick to his word. I mean, he's the one who ruined the vibe, though. That's the thing. He's the one he said girls were gonna ruin it. She was already included, already in the text chat and the character creation. And he ruined the vibe. Not the asshole. They assumed you were a boy, and there's no reason why you should be treated differently just because of your gender. True. That's the overall overarching point to this. It's just like, it really sucks being treated differently because of your gender. Like, it really sucks. And there's a lot of girls that want to do certain things that they have an interest in too, and then you have guys being like, oh no, this should be just a guy's thing. I mean, if he wants to have a night to hang out with just his guy friends, do that. Ask them, be like, hey, could we have a guys night? But like, don't assume that this D&D thing is going to be a guys only night, or that even should be a thing. And don't assume that all women would ruin it. You don't know that. Jesus. But yeah, that's, okay. That is a funny one, and I will say, yeah, not the asshole. I sympathize with OP, and I don't blame her in the slightest. Alright. Here's another one about someone getting embarrassed over, misogynistic behavior. Am I the asshole for not telling someone I was the co-author of the research paper they were mansplaining to me? I don't know. Let's read into this and find out. So the important details. I, female 30, received my PhD a few years ago and have since been lucky enough to have a teaching position at my university that allows me to research and publish. My field is fairly specialized and niche. As a woman of color, let's just say I've had my fair share of proving that I deserve a seat at the table. It's half the work for us. I have no interest in debating this reality. Fight with the wall. Yeah, it is a reality. Women do have to fight way harder to be taken seriously in these fields. Anyway, met up with some academia friends who brought along other friends, one being a 28-year-old male, currently doing his master's in the same field. Mutual friend mentioned we were in the same field, and that opened the floodgates. All night, it's like I was taking an exam on the basics of my field. All night, it's like I was taking an exam on the basics of my field. Then he brought up an interesting paper he read in class the other day. I recognized it immediately, as one I co-authored with two others. He proceeded to annoyingly explain it to me, and I interrupted at one point to correct him. He tried to say I was wrong and I just don't get it, blah, blah, blah. Eventually a friend cuts in and says, dude, it's literally her paper. You don't know what you're saying. So, yeah, right off the, just like, oh, no, you don't understand this. I know, like, first, it is annoying, like, people who do that, who just, like, they assume you don't know things, and they're just gonna talk down to you, and act like they're teaching you shit, and it's like, it really is rude to assume that someone else doesn't know what you're talking about, especially if they're in the same field as you. But yeah, let's see how he reacts. Guy clearly becomes embarrassed and starts fumbling over words, rolls his eyes, and says, "You could have told me." He didn't even look at me for the rest of the night. Later, a friend texted me and said I was kind of rude to just not tell him about my credentials in the beginning, or at least telling him it was my paper when it was brought up, and it was embarrassing for him to correct him. Some of my other friends agree, so am I the asshole for not telling him? No! As with the other one, this guy is the one that made the assumption. He's the one who's like, oh yeah, a woman in the same field. Obviously I have to explain all these things to her and teach her like she's a kindergartner. That's a rude, like, thing that a lot of guys do that needs to stop. But then, like, you know, not even giving her credit when she tried to correct him on the paper he was talking about. You know, I think it's what he deserved. Yeah, it's what he fucking deserved. Just like the other case. It's just like, this guy is making assumptions, and you know what happens when you assume. You make an ass out of yourself. And that's what he did. Because not only, like, whatever, he couldn't have necessarily known that the person he was talking to co-wrote the paper, but what he did assume was that the person he was talking to didn't know any of the things that he was talking down to her and explaining. So yeah, no, and of course it's a guy friend who's like, damn, that was kind of rude. No, he was kind of rude for mansplaining, and, yeah, that's... God, it's actually fucking hilarious. Like, like, oh, you just don't get this. You're wrong. You don't get this paper. See, only I'm smart enough to understand this thing. Dude, I literally wrote the paper. I was like, dude, she literally wrote the paper. It's like, yeah, he should feel embarrassed. He should. Blow it out your ass. Blow it out your ass, patriarchy. LMAO, some not the asshole. People dig their hole deeper if you let them, and he did. He embarrassed himself. You did not embarrass him. True. I love how, like, it's the woman's fault in the situation. Like, imagine if, like, imagine if you're, like, talking shit in front of someone you don't realize is your new boss. Imagine if you're like sitting there like, oh yeah, it's like, oh, I can't wait to see the new pencil pushing dictator that they send in here to micromanage all of our tasks that we can do ourselves. Damn, management is fucking stupid, you know? And then they realize that they're talking to the manager. You don't get mad at the manager later and say, God, fucking manager didn't say that he was the manager. You're like, no, that guy embarrassed himself. He made an assumption about who he was talking to, and that's why people shouldn't assume. All right? Let's see more comments. I work at a university, and this happens to me all the time. But mostly with undergrads. I'm also the only indigenous woman in my department, and I absolutely know what OP was referring to with fighting for a seat at the table. It's a no-win situation for me, because if I say something, then I'm labeled as a pompous know-it-all. If I don't say anything, then people get mad at me for not disclosing information sooner and allowing them to embarrass themselves. I've learned to say that my credentials are all listed online, and if they're truly curious, they can go look them up on their own time. Not the asshole. True. Alright? Jesus. No one should... That's the other thing. Like, no one should have to go around and be like, oh, hello, yes, oh, these are my credentials, these are the papers I wrote, this is everything I'm educated in, you know, like... Just so that other people don't assume that about them. Yeah, stop assuming, motherfuckers. It's not hard to do. I had a car salesman try and mansplain how a lease works to me. And then he told me all those numbers were probably confusing. And I said, not really, because I work for a big four accounting firm, and I'd be happy to point out his mistakes. True. Yikes, great response. I would be too dumbfounded to speak. That's the other thing, too. Like, you're not at fault for not speaking up in an awkward situation, okay? Because that's gotta be awkward. This person's mansplaining to you, and it's about something that you know more about them than they do, and, like, it's an awkward thing to bring up at any point. It's the misogynist creating the awkward situation, okay? Jesus. Ow. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Not the asshole. I'm a family medicine resident, and I was recently having a conversation with a friend who recently had a baby about pregnancy. She was telling me how terrified she was because she had some pretty serious complications and had to be induced early. Her brother interrupts to say something like 100% wrong, and I started to correct him. He goes, "How would you know? Are you a doctor?" And when I said that I was in fact a doctor and I even deliver babies, he accused me of rubbing my occupation in his face. See, like, people who wanna act like a know-it-all are always gonna be mad when they don't come off as the smartest person in the room. They're always gonna be. It doesn't matter how or when you tell them. Of all the things to mansplain, why do they choose pregnancy? True. I had it mansplained to me more than once during both of mine. Damn. That must be a really fucking frustrating experience as a cis woman, to have men try to tell you how your own body works without even fucking understanding. I mean, trans women go through something similar where it's just like cis mental oh, you can't be a woman because you don't do this or you can't have that. And then it's like, actually, how about you don't tell me how my body works? How about you get educated on these things before you start acting like a fucking know-it-all? It's not hard to do. Well, it is hard to do if your ego gets in the way, but unfortunately, like they say, you can't fix stupid. But you can try. Well, anyway, it's been 3 hours, and I think that's about all I have for this stream. We'll end with a quick little little Hopium segment. All right, let's yeah, we'll get some more original Hopium for next time. But today we're just gonna look at what we usually look at the end of these kitties, because kitties are beautiful and amazing, and they remind us how much beauty is in this world. All right. So hells yeah, we got baby kitties. Oh, we looked at this one last time. We got mama and baby. Oh. Damn. She looks super excited. It also wants to protect that baby. It's like, this is my baby. My baby. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Kitties just snuggling, just holding each other. Damn. That's really cute, yo. That is really cute. Oh, we got baby leopard skitty. Look at those spots. They're so cute. I love Bengal kitties. I want a Bengal kitten. They're so cute. Look at those. Oh, God. I love it. I love it. What's under the blanket? It's like, what? Got sleepy boy. He's like, put it back down. I want to hide. I want to hide here. Yeah. Let me go. I'm safe here. What? Why? Why are you uncovering me? No. I want to hide. He's trying to hide himself. I was like, no. Damn. Aw. We got kitty in a little kitty bed. That's cute. Damn, I didn't know they make those. That's really cute. They make a little cat bed. Aw. Damn, when I get kitties, I want to have a little cat bed that they can sleep on. That's so cute. Yeah. Oh. Look at those babies. Look at those babies. Damn. All the love. All the kitty love. Kitties. Baby kittens. They playing on the car mat. Who had one of these when they were a kid, yo? I loved playing with these car mats. Apparently kitties love them too. Hells yeah. Hells yeah. We got, oh, that tiny, look at that tiny little baby. Oh, Mama's protecting the baby. Yeah. Damn, beautiful creatures, yo. Anyway, I am tired, and but this will go a little stream. Hells yeah. Much thanks to all of y'all for watching, liking, sharing, all that shit. Much love again to those of you who donated. Really appreciated. And a reminder that we will be back in a couple days for another stream. All right. I'm back. I'm not gonna stop. We're gonna keep streaming until we reach the moon, yo. So hells yeah. Much love to everyone. Hope y'all have a wonderful night, and I hope to see y'all on the next stream. So member fam, Remember to love yourselves. Take care of each other. And we'll see y'all next time. I love y'all. Bye.